It all comes to a head tonight, just about an hour away, live and only on pay-per-view. Your local cable companies have operators standing by, awaiting your calls. You can, of course, call DirecTV and Turner Premier if you are a satellite dish owner and be a part of the excitement of World War III. This young man, the Ultimate Dragon, holder of 9 separate light heavyweight belts from throughout the world, facing off against Rey Mysterio Jr. tonight on World War III.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, no, I'm just looking. I'm watching Sonny own. I'm trying to count right there. He doesn't even have all the belts he owns right out here. This guy's been flying all over the world collecting cruiserweights. Of course, the Ultimate and Cruiserweight Championship, the one held by Dean Malenko. That's the target of the Ultimate Dragon and Sonny Ono. Of course, Psychosis gets his shot at it in just a couple hours.
Yeah, and you know, Rey Mysterio Jr. gets his shot here at the Ultimate Dragon, who's got his work cut out for him against the Cheetah Kid here.
Yeah, that guy's going after the belt.
Where'd he go?
Don't you know who the champion is?
And speaking of belts, let us emphasize the United States Heavyweight Championship is not on the line tonight. It's the Giant against Jeff Jarrett. The Giant and the New World Order stole that belt from the Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Yeah.
It's not on the line.
No, it doesn't belong to him.
That's right.
He has it, but it doesn't belong to him. It belongs to WCW where the big boys play. World War III on pay-per-view tonight. Hours away. We're getting ready. Everybody's geared up for it. What an event will it be right here. Nice move, though.
Oh, he missed him by a mile.
Yeah, longer than that.
If it was longer than that, they'd be in the stand.
Nice.
Well, there ain't no mile either. A mile wasn't that long.
That's a figure of speech.
And Ultimo Dragon. Whoa! Cheetah Kid and Dragon rolls out. Lands on his feet. Great balance. He's wondering what's going on here.
You better watch these high-risk maneuvers here because these two guys can execute them at his finest. Yeah.
Well, the Cheetah Kid was looking. He was just a little too far away. Well, Sonny Ono giving him some advice, taking his time.
We're being told that Lex Luger has got some things to say. Possibly he'll straighten out the Sting situation.
Well,
Sting bringing in the bat, poking Luger in the massive chest that the total package has, then handing it to him and walking away.
You know, I've been saying it all along. You cannot trust anybody. Obviously, Sting doesn't trust anybody. No one's been trusting Sting. That's been his problem. But then again, when you see what happened with the occurrence of Eric Bischoff, when I say don't trust anybody, you better believe don't trust anybody.
A very good point. And we're being told now by the producers that, in fact, Lex Luger wants some time, and we are going to give him that time right here on TBS tonight here on the Pro before the broadcast is over.
Oh!
Handspring elbow, and the Ultimate Dragon is really putting it to the Cheetah Kid, now the snapmare.
World War III. Close, guys. 60 men, 3 rings. 1 man comes out. Opportunity knocking on the door to have a shot at the World's Heavyweight Champion, WCW World's Heavyweight Champion. Monday Nitro, we should be able to know who that is, obviously, by then. In a few hours from now, we will. Also, Piper say, I'm here, contract. Guarantee you he'd never back down from a fight. I know him so well. And there's a fight of brewing. The man in the kilt will be there in a few hours or a few minutes or whatever it is. Might already be in Norfolk, Virginia as we gear up for this big pay-per-view.
What an exciting arena the Scope is, and it is going to be really heart-racing time tonight. Live on pay-per-view. We'll try to, oh, look at that. Ultimate Dragon just steps away from the dropkick. We're going to try to find out more about what is going through the obviously evil and twisted mind of Eric Bischoff. As you said, Dusty, Rowdy Roddy Piper will be there with contract in hand.
That's what he said.
And at that point, we'll see if Hollywood Hulk Hogan has the guts that he says he does, whether he'll sign the match or
he got him.
whether we'll see the match tonight. It's the bridge. Ultimate Dragon rolls up over 1, 2, 3. He's got it. And Ultimate Dragon heads to World War III against Rey Mysterio Jr. just about an hour away.
You know, Piper will be there. You made a good point. He will have his own contract in hand. Ed Wood, Hulk Hogan will be there. His back will be against the wall, so it will either have to be sign it or run for the rest of your life as a coward.
Also, what is the status, Dusty, of Sting? Will he show up again in his mysterious way?
I think that's the key to the whole situation. That is the most important piece of the puzzle that is not being laid in yet.
We'll see this again in our slow motion instant replay, Larry.
All right, here, Ultimate Dragon threw him in, got the momentum, knocked the wind out of the Cheetah Kid. You can see him snap back, but it was a beautiful bridge maneuver right here. Bam, brings it over, bridges up, and brings his way over Cruz. Let's get back. I want to hear what Luger's got to say.
That's right. When we come back, we'll go to Norfolk in the Scope and hear what Lex Luger has to say about World War III in a moment. Don't go away. Our first look officially from the New World Order as to just what is going to happen live and exclusively on pay-per-view from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Sunday the 25th of this month. It is the Steiner brothers attempting to take back the WCW World Tag Team titles from Hall and Nash. If anybody can do it, the Steiners can, Dusty. They've worn the gold around their waists many times before.
Well, the more WCW guys we got to point in there to the New World Order pay-per-view, the better, because I guarantee you we got them on the run right here with a big boys play. You are looking at a man that possesses all the cruiserweight belts in the world.
All the gold.
All of them.
Larry, this guy, not Sonny Ono we're talking about. We're talking about Ultimate Dragon for the first time in wrestling history. By defeating Dean Malenko, he was able to unify all of the Cruiserweight championships in the world, and that is an amazing occurrence.
Yeah, and a great accomplishment, no doubt about it. I'm sure Malenko is not having a good new year because of it. Ultimo Dragon, though, you got to watch this guy. The guy's very good, and, of course, managed by Sonny Ono. Ono had a great Starcade.
He sure did. Interestingly enough, he was able to bring Ultimate Dragon, Ultimo Dragon, to the Cruiserweight Championship, as well as Akira Hokuto, becoming the new WCW Ladies Champion. So, indeed, Starcade, a night to remember for all of us, and especially for Sonny Ono. And let's not forget, Dusty, a night to remember for us because of what Roddy Piper did to Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
Well, that's so true. And then, you know, we come up on Nitro Live, and that was Piper, as I said, saying goodbye. But I guarantee you that fight is not over. He's a man's man. He was outmanned. He was outweighed. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I mean, he went in with the fight of his life and come out victorious. Now then, the Giant got excited and said, oh, somebody can beat Hogan. It's my shot. And he's running me down. The new athlete of today don't like to be told what to do. And Hollywood Hulk Hogan been telling him what to do. Now the Giants going to step up to the plate.
Yeah, but some of the new athletes of today would do better by shutting their mouths and listening.
I agree with you.
The Giant's a big guy. But he doesn't have near the experience Roddy Piper's got.
Yeah, that's true.
Much like Hollywood Hulk Hogan cannot rest because everybody's after him. Everybody's after the Ultimate Dragon, including Rey Mysterio Jr. and Dean Malenko, both former Cruiserweight champions, and oddly enough, they will be in the main event. What a main event it's going to be. That's right, Dean Malenko against Rey Mysterio Jr. here on TBS on the Pro, just moments away. Also, more Mexican superstars, including Ciclope, will be here. So, in fact, we are looking forward to the first time ever, a six-man Mexican match. It'll be airing on the Clash of the Champions from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Conad, Juventud Guerrera, and Psychosis against La Parka, Chavo Guerrero Jr., and Super Calo on Tuesday night, January 21st, live here on TBS.
Yeah, that's going to be fast and furious, and I guarantee you, these guys do everything so fast that mistakes are costly to them. Hey, let me say one other thing that came out of this thing. Sting dealt a mighty hand at Starcade. Now, 1997, we're trying to wait to see really where he's going to play out here at WCW.
You want to get more information on what's happening in WCW? Just surf the internet. It's www.wcwwrestling.com. Gentlemen, believe it or not, on average, more than 1.5 million hits per week on that homepage from World Championship Wrestling since the debut this past summer. And look at that from Mark Starr.
Yeah, there's one hit right underneath the chin. This could be an upset. No. Starr's holding his own with the Dragon right here. Trying to get this guy grounded. Keep him on the mat. Don't let him fly around.
I'm being told that NWO hackers have actually infiltrated the WCW homepage, but we have taken care of that. Oh, just like Ultimate Dragon may have taken care of Mark Starr's face. What a spin kick, and nailed him. And here comes the World Cruiserweight Champion. Look out. Ultimate Dragon. Man, he just Oh, wait a minute. Mark Starr was hanging on, too.
Wait, he's trying to push him back in?
Talk about skinning the cat. And Ultimate Dragon dives in the headbutt, and Starr and Dragon both hit the floor.
A lot of power went out there, and I'll tell you, both men can be hurt. We talk about that so many times. But I guarantee you, they need to pull the draws up and get back in there and get after it. You can't pin a man outside.
That's good news and bad news. The good news is we're not doing that. The bad news is they're getting hurt.
That's true.
And Ultimate Dragon was ready for Mark Starr, the Enziguri. Ultimate Dragon now. This could be it. He rolls up Mark Starr. He's got 1, he's got 2, and 3 in a successful title defense here on TBS on the Pro. And Sonny Ono, oh so proud, as I guess he should be, of this very talented champion.
Yeah, Sonny Ono must have pulled a lot of yen in off Starrcade, but right here, this guy, you could call him the ultimate cruiserweight champion of the world.
More about NWO Sold Out, the Clash of the Champions, and news about the announcer of the year. You won't believe it. Coming up in a moment on TBS. We're glad you stayed with us through the break. It's the WCW Pro Team, Cruz, the Dream, and the Legend. Gentlemen, time now for what I think was going to turn out to be one of the most interesting main events we have ever seen here on the Pro.
Yeah, and let me tell you something about the history and heritage Ultimate Dragon has, too. Glacier, we talked about him so much, and Legend Larry Zbyszko knows a lot about the moves and stuff that he does. But his outfit, from the head to toe, to his outfit means something to this man. There's something really burning inside of him to do well, and I think that everything that, including that helmet he wears, everything has a value to Glacier. And not only is he preparing also for Uncensored, as we know, but I guarantee you one thing, if he beats Ultimate Dragon, legendary Larry Zbyszko, then this really been a true winning test for him.
Yeah, big opportunity for Glacier. You know, Ultimo Dragon, no doubt about it, has to be one of the best, if not the best, right behind Malenko cruiserweight in the world. And you know, he's giving up size. What a test in terms of the backgrounds of martial arts. The Dragon is a big background, and then of course, I think right here, Glacier, one of the most disciplined in various forms, from the hard to soft styles together. This is going to be an interesting matchup between these two men.
It's Ultimate Dragon, the last Dragon, against Glacier. Ultimate Dragon, of course, the J-Cup winner in Japan, and the first man to ever unify all 9 of the world's cruiserweight titles. He no longer, of course, holds all 9 of those titles. Dean Malenko having defeated him, and of course now 6 having defeated Dean Malenko, becoming the new cruiserweight champ, and yet another belt in the New World Order. Nice look there now at Glacier, who I think, Dusty, you might agree, has been able to combine his martial arts skills with a good basic wrestling ability.
Yeah, and as I said, he's bigger and stronger, you know, than Dragon. But I believe Dragon's been in the wars a little bit longer than Glacier in actual, I'm talking about professional wrestling, you know what I mean? But guys, Uncensored coming up. Monday Nitro becomes so important tomorrow night to really find out and sort out who's going to be against who, if that thing is going to come about. And I'd like to see Sting back out there again, really, and go ahead and say, listen, this is the way it's going to be.
You know, I am thinking you will probably never see another Monday Nitro like you are going to see tomorrow night. Of course, it's going to be here live in Atlanta, the global headquarters of CNN and World Championship Wrestling, the home of Ted Turner. We are really looking forward to Nitro tomorrow night. Look at that, a sweep from Glacier, but Ultimate Dragon anticipating that move.
Yeah, Ultimate Dragon now, he's going to be probably maybe a little quicker. We'll find out. Smaller guy, but Glacier got one in right there. And again, I think it's going to be boiled down to who's got the better discipline and the philosophy of the martial arts. And Glacier might have a nice reverse leg sweep there by Glacier. He's the bigger man.
Oh, he caught the Enziguri. Glacier is preparing for his martial arts match against Mortis, who is a new martial arts expert here in World Championship Wrestling. Dusty, apparently you've got some background on that.
No, you know, you talked to me, Cruz, about it too, because you had talked about the letter that was sent, and when he said, I'm coming into WCW, I mean, he has a real hate for Glacier. There's something in the background there, and I guarantee you that's going to come unfold. You mentioned the Omni in Atlanta. Fans around the world will be able to see what we call the Madison Square Garden of the South, the Omni. So hosted so many huge wrestling events coming live tomorrow night on Nitro. It's going to be the event, I really believe, of 1997 as far as live television goes from Nitro right here on TNT.
7:55 p.m. Eastern on TNT tomorrow night, our sister network.
You don't have far to drive there, legend.
From the Omni, the house that Rhodes built.
Don't say that now, because we'll get cards and letters from a lot of other guys that were great stars there.
Oh!
Not as big as me, but
a two count there on Glacier by the
and I don't mean
Ultimate
weight-wise.
Dragon.
Don't be hitting me on the knee, legend.
I didn't. Your knee is just a nice space.
Also that Texas Tornado match.
Hey, Ono grabbed his ankle.
Hey, man, see there? Outside interference,
Oh.
these guys shouldn't belong out there. Draped him. Oh, man. Right down on his knee.
They got caught from behind. He's successfully distracted by Sonny, who's kicking him, but that was right in front of the referee's guy.
Yeah, but them kicks ain't hurting him, man.
Yeah, but
Break
the
him up.
referee saw it.
Hit him, Glacier.
Well, Sonny Ono was in danger there, and lucky for him, Ultimate.
Well, the referee called it.
Is the match over or
Yeah.
not? What
Yeah.
is going on?
The
here?
referee saw the interference.
Yeah, he did. He called this thing off, too.
He was right there.
Don't
Yeah.
like uncertainty.
Well, that was...
Hey, Ono's grabbing the helmet.
Well, this ain't going to sit well here, boys.
You don't touch that helmet. That's sacred to Glacier.
A prized possession, and Sonny Ono knew that he had overstepped his bounds. He immediately gave up the helmet.
He knows how much.
Glacier's gonna win.
He knows how much that's worth.
Well, I'm told we're going to try to sort this all out. Well, no, apparently we're going to stick with this and see Glacier essentially celebrating what is somewhat of a tainted victory for him. He wanted to defeat the Ultimate Dragon, and he looked like he was on the way to doing that.
Well, nothing to celebrate here. Really, Sonny Ono, I think in desperation, realized the Ultimo Dragon couldn't keep up with the martial arts experience here of Glacier. Tried to take a shortcut, but right in front of the eyes of the referee.
Well, let me tell you one other thing, too, legend. We really seen, we had talked a little bit, touched on the things that mean the most to him. I mean, his eyes actually went crazy when Sonny Ono put his hands upon that helmet, if you will.
It's the Nitro you're never going to forget, live on TNT tomorrow night beginning at 7:55 Eastern. I'm Cruz for the living legend Larry Zbyszko, the American Dream Dusty Rhodes. Thanks for joining us on TBS, and we'll see you tomorrow night at Monday Nitro. Time now for the main event on a Superstation TBS Destination Dangerous Sunday. What?
Sonny Ono.
Is Sonny Ono here? Of course he is, because it's Ultimo Dragon, the last dragon. We call him in English the Ultimate Dragon. He's going to face young Alex Wright, a young man who came to us first as the youngest professional athlete ever out of Germany. He was still a teenager, and he has really matured.
And I heard that he has like 3 or 4 tickets to Duluth for the deck of himself personally, if you want to hit him up for it.
Really?
Bottom line, TNT Nitro going to be hot than ever tomorrow night.
Alex Wright's not scalping tickets again,
Yes,
is
he is. Alex Wright really can test it right here. Big match for him with the Ultimo Dragon and Sonny Ono, snaking the grass, snaking the rice paddy, whatever he is. Bottom line, Alex Wright needs to step up to the plate as we get ready to go for it.
Well, we've said it before.
I'm under the weather. Y'all notice that a little bit?
Yeah, but you're such a pro.
Hard for you to get underneath anything.
Well, I'm starting finding myself talking. What does that mean? I jack my car if I get underneath. Listen, I find myself talking with a lisp. Kind of sounded funny. Does that sound all right to you guys?
Sound the same to me.
Well, good audio always helps out, you know.
We've said it before. It is worth saying again. The numbers prove it. The numbers don't lie. WCW's Monday Nitro is the most popular wrestling program in America and in the world on Monday nights. And now Alex Wright and the Ultimate Dragon face off in the collar and elbow and into the wrist lock there. And look at the cinch.
Well, Alex Wright's going to have a tough time. Ultimo Dragon has to be considered the #1 contender for the Cruiserweight Championship. A very tough man, excellent wrestler. And Alex Wright doesn't have near the international experience that the Dragon does, so it's going to be a true test for Mr. Wright.
Well, one of the reasons the Ultimate Dragon won't become the Cruiserweight Champion, at Spring Stampede coming up live on pay-per-view Sunday, April 6th, is that Six from the New World Order is ducking everybody. He is not putting that title up for grabs, and somebody ought to step in and say, you don't have any choice, buddy.
Yeah,
he's too busy stealing those belts is what he's doing.
That was some hard-fought matches went into moving that cruiserweight title into Providence. You know what I mean? I ain't talking about Providence. No, y'all knew you gonna say that?
Well, what are you talking about, Providence?
Providence. Tell me, help me out, Cruz. What am I looking for?
Prominence.
In the prominence. Everybody's the prominence. And now in the prominence.
Testify.
Yeah. That
well, he asked.
What I'm saying is a lot of hard work went into moving that belt into the picture. So Six gotta, you know, give up a match here. Let's go. He needs to sign on. What I'm saying.
What did that mean?
Well, he's dodging people.
Who?
Six from the New World Order.
That.
Alex Wright can just barely get Ultimo Dragon up. Oh, and he drops him.
He got
on
him
his
down,
head.
almost right in the back of his head. This could be an upset.
Oh, did he drop him hard?
He might have him out, too. He needs to see if he can put him away, and that's the key.
Soniano's looking very nervous out there.
We talk about Monday Nitro. Tomorrow night, Ric Flair will be there. Lex
Don't
Luger.
waste time, kid.
The Giant,
Quit
the
looking
Steiner
at the
brothers.
ribbon.
And we've got a rumor that Stinger's going to be at Nitro tomorrow night at the deck in Duluth. Look at this from Ultimate Dragon. He has recovered and comes back with a vengeance on Alex Wright.
Wasted too much time, as the legendary Larry Zbyszko said. He was ready for the pin and should have went ahead and tried to get him.
Yeah, that 1 5-second mistake may cost this kid months of injuries, and because he's Soniano much more relaxed now.
Big tour coming up, Baltimore, Maryland, at the Baltimore Arena this Thursday night. Johnstown, Pennsylvania, the Cambria County War Memorial Friday night, and then Saturday in Charleston, West Virginia at the Civic Center. It's unbelievable when you see World Championship Wrestling live, half off and grab by the Ultimate Dragon.
Yeah, nice pressure, too, pulling back. Alex Wright's lucky. He's a very tall individual. Ultimo Dragon, to get maximum effect, should be farther up, and I don't think he can get there. Alex's leg is just too long.
And now the whip into the near rope. Alex Wright, with a spinning wheel kick of his own. What a reversal that was for Wright. You can see it had some effect on the chest of Ultimo Dragon.
Alex Wright is a good mat wrestler and doesn't use a lot of high-risk maneuvers as Ultimo Dragon does. But when he does, he makes them count. And I really believe that will help him maybe pull this thing out. I really believe this is one of the bigger matches he's been in. I'm talking about Alex Wright.
Yeah.
So the Ultimo Dragon had like 12 or 14 or 15 belts at one time. Remember that?
It was 9.
9. Yeah, I think it was 9. Mike Tenay told you that. And he knows everything because he called Stagger Lee and they get together on that thing. See, Stagger Lee knows more than Mike Tenay from what I hear.
Whoa, in the belly. And he gets him over, but
there's no weight on his shoulders.
But Iron Mike knows more holds than anybody. Iron Mike knows that wasn't just a regular roll-up. That was a Ugenji by a knock-shit roll-up from behind.
Was it an Oklahoma roll?
No, that was a cinnamon roll you had this morning before you came on the air.
It's a Granby roll. You have it with coffee.
Thank you, gentlemen. And Alex Wright, I don't know, what is he pointing at?
I don't know, but he's still wasting too much time against a tough individual with a lot of experience who's on the move. He caught him. Alex Wright's made about 2 very stupid mistakes in this match.
This is when the Dragon is the most dangerous, and Alex Wright knew it, and he just shot off with some elbows the best he could. A superplex. Oh, this is so dangerous. Will Alex Wright get him over? Oh, no, they both go down.
Well, it looks like Alex Wright got the worst of it. He's getting hooked.
He rolls him up. Ultimate Dragon's got the 3.
Got him.
Great main event here on a Superstation TBS destination Sunday, and Ultimate Dragon defeating Alex Wright.
Alex Wright, wrong place, wrong time.
As we said, tomorrow night live on Monday Nitro, 7:55 p.m. Eastern on TNT. It's the Nature Boy Ric Flair, the Total Package Lex Luger, the Giant, the Steiner brothers, and the big rumor is that Sting will be in Duluth and much, much more. We'll see you tomorrow night on Monday Nitro.
That's
a great recruiting.
You could buy 100 girls.
Well, maybe you could. I don't know about that.
Just wave your gold card. You'll discover the integrity of womanhood.
And what will happen with Raven? We talked about Curt Hennig. What about Raven, the other wild card? Is he going to be the Impact player? Where's he going to end up? Is he NWO?
Well, we got some players out there again. Who's going to be Diamond Dallas's partner?
Oh, we know that.
I'm not telling you if it's me. Could be Hennig, could be Raven.
That's true.
Could be Sting.
Sting. It could be Sting. Will there be a mysterious visitor from the rafters of the Ocean Center tonight on pay-per-view? And if it is he going to be Diamond Dallas Page's mystery partner? Will it be Sting? Will it be Raven? Will it be Curt Hennig? Will it be the living legend Larry
Don't even start
Zbyszko?
that rumor.
What's that?
About me.
Oh, I'm convinced it's you.
Hey, if I walked in there, Scott Hall would faint.
That may be what they have in mind. What am I saying they? Maybe what you have in mind.
You never know.
And, you know, Larry, it could be that it's somebody we don't even know about. With Hennig and Sting and Raven and you, it could be somebody we don't even know.
That a lot of people didn't think about it. Maybe somebody that we know nothing about. And that means the New World Order is off balance, just like the Dragon was.
Larry, what about that big six-man lucha match with Juventud Guerrera, Hector Garza, and Liz Mark Jr.? They're going to take on La Parka, Psychosis, and Villano 4. Psychosis will have Sonny Ono at ringside. That is going to be a big, big part of Bash at the Beach on pay-per-view tonight from Daytona Beach, Florida on pay-per-view.
Well, I'm telling you, the suicide tendencies of the luchadors is caught on like wildfire, and people are demanding to see these guys. They're great to watch, but boy, I'd hate to have their medical bills.
I would hate to think about how much they have to pay in Tylenol bills every month, especially when you see something like that.
Somebody hit something on something.
Throwing caution to the wind like they always do, Larry. It's going to be Juventud and Hector and Liz Mark Jr., La Parka, Psychosis, Villano 4. That one's just announced for tonight at Bash at the Beach. It's all over the place like it wasn't going to be a hot enough show before. You can add the six-man luchas to Bash at the Beach.
Whoa, 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 right there. See, this is one thing. Watch the way these guys move in this ring. I mean, they're fluid. They know what they're doing. They're confident. One thing Dennis Rodman is not going to be able to do. To Dennis Rodman, the inside of this wrestling ring might as well be Mars, because he doesn't have a clue what's going to happen when that bell rings.
Well, he may send a little sojourner thing out there to crawl across the ring and take some pictures, but it's not going to help. I got ahead of myself earlier, Legend. I said Orlando. Orlando is tomorrow night on Nitro. It will be Eddie Guerrero versus Chavo Guerrero Jr. tomorrow night on Nitro.
And finally, the Guerreros got on each other's nerves. I mean, very high-strung family. They just, overflow with emotions that none of them can control. I used to watch Chavo getting fights with Mondo and Hector, driving from arena to arena. And obviously, the same chromosomes were passed on down the line.
The Battle of the Guerreros tomorrow night on Nitro from Orlando, but tonight is Bash at the Beach from the Ocean Center in Daytona Beach, Florida. Call your cable company right now.
Bam!
Bash at the Beach. Superplex from the top rope by Ultimo Dragon. Drops Juventud in the center of the ring. Referee Mark Curtis counting his men out, and this match has been all over the place. We may get a double count out.
I don't know. Juvi's getting a throat. Dragon beat him. Caught him.
Hurricane Rana momentum reversal. Almost a count of 3 for Juventud Guerrera.
Yeah, couldn't hold him. You have to cinch your holds down first. He dropped him right in his face.
Dragon sets his man. Double underhook. Dragon suplex. Count of 3. The former television champion, the Ultimate Dragon, gets the victory as we get ready to head to Bash at the Beach.
Well, that time the Dragon made sure he had them chicken wings cinched in nice and tight. Then he hit the suplex. Always cinch your hold-ins before you're going for the finish. Then you can lock him down.
At one time, he held 8 titles. Tonight, he's going after just one. The cruiserweight title of Chris Jericho, Ultimate Dragon, heading to Bash at the Beach, where we will also see Dennis Rodman team with Hollywood Hulk Hogan. They're going to take on Lex Luger and the Giant. Order Bash at the Beach.
This is worldwide, Tony. This is worldwide. Yes, yes, yes. This is worldwide. Worldwide wrestling. This is it. Yes, yes, yes. You know that?
You settle down.
I'm excited. It's a new year. Everything's happening here at WCW. Got a guy dressed like a chicken hawk. I mean, it can't be better.
That's the Ultimo Dragon.
Oh, excuse me.
Fans, I apologize for this guy.
There's Hugh Hefner's girlfriend. Take all the pictures with the camera.
Well, the NWO music. And, you know, it remains to be seen how much longer this guy, the Macho Man Randy Savage, is going to be with the New World Order.
Since he was a young boy. And I'll tell you something, he's never been able to be controlled. You know, he played Major League Baseball for the St. Louis Cardinals and the White Sox and stuff. Couldn't stand direction, couldn't take any coaching, beat up people. He's always been a madman.
The Macho Man Randy Savage, Miss Elizabeth, here on Worldwide Wrestling. Fans, next week we'll be giving you more of the card of the mega event coming up February 22nd, Super Brawl 8 from the Cow Palace in San Francisco. As we are right at the end of January, the beginning of the month of February.
There's only a few wrestling buildings anymore left in the country that people associate with wrestling.
Legendary building.
Yeah. Cow Palace has to be it.
Well, yeah, you had the Omni in Atlanta, and that's been torn down.
Charlotte,
they're still the Independence Arena there, and you're right. The legendary wrestling venues around the world, the Cow Palace ranks with one of the greatest ever.
oh yeah, we're building bigger and new ones, and we're filling them. But
Yes, we are.
you miss the aroma of the old place, you know?
I don't. You miss the smell of the old place?
Wait a minute. No. See, when you say Cow Palace, I get that aroma, and I smell, and I think of two things. The great rodeos they had there, and Dusty in August.
Dusty Rhodes.
Yes, you noticed too.
Ultimo Dragon attempted a drop kick with the Macho Man Randy Savage sidestepping. Former Cruiserweight champ Ultimo Dragon. The Macho Man still with that bandana around his head. Look at this. Into the corner goes the Macho Man Ultimo Dragon. Look at that. You don't know what to do about that. You don't know whether to go in or wait on him. And usually it leads to a series of round kicks like you saw right there.
You see, that confuses so many people. The man stands on his head, he stands there and he watches. He wonders, is the guy going to go over? Is he going to tip over? Is he going to come back? And you freeze, and he's got you. It's like when you see that pothole in the road, you always go to avoid it.
Right.
What happens?
You hit it.
Not me, I avoid it. I'm smarter than the average person.
And speaking of hitting somebody and choking someone, there's Miss Elizabeth. Boy, has she become very dangerous.
Very dangerous. Nothing more dangerous than a beautiful woman
Well, I agree with that, but
with a weapon in her hand.
look at this. Choking Ultimo Dragon once again.
We're not let Judge Judy see that, Elizabeth.
He's got the Macho Man bandana that he finally had taken off, and that's what she's using around the throat. Here, the Ultimo Dragon. Macho Man. Now, the Ultimo Dragon, as great as he is, this former Cruiserweight champ. Oh, he hit hard, but he bounced back up. He cannot combat two people. Blocked the Macho Man twice and runs right into a Macho Man pickup.
And Savage knew what he was going to do with him. You can tell that. He caught him in that scoop slam and aimed him right at that top rope.
Picks him up again. Puts him down hard. Randy Savage climbing to the top again.
Oh!
The big elbow. And Randy Savage
That slayed the Dragon.
Yes, he did slay the Dragon. Defeat the Ultimo Dragon. And the New World Order picks up a big win here on Worldwide Wrestling. Well, as you look at the meathead fans of the New World Order.
How would you call her a meathead?
I was talking about those young guys.
Oh.
You know the guys I'm talking about, 25 to 40.
NWO shirt.
Who still live with their mom, never had a job, smell bad.
Yeah, TV dinners, lukewarm.
Right.
Rented furniture, springs sticking out of the couch.
Yeah.
Haven't worked in 6 months, no fingernails. All the pens in his pockets, no ink.
Right.
Yeah, I know Ray Trevor real well.
No, I'm talking about NWO fans. It's time for our Kestrel replay. It's our torture test of the week.
Macho Man's got the Dragon down. Takes the referee with him. And Elizabeth goes to work. Takes that bandana that Randy gave her and starts choking the Dragon with it.
Savage comes off that top rope. The patented elbow right on target, and your winner, the Madness, Randy Savage.
Castrol motor oil that stands up to the most torturous conditions with our torture test of the week. We'll be right back. And as we go back to the ring now, tell you, we've got some great main event action. Parka, the self-proclaimed chairman of WCW, and I say that, you know that because he has that chair he brings to the ring and uses it. He'll be going up against Ultimo Dragon here, but he cannot dance. Disco Inferno's got a little bit of rhythm, but Parka has none at all.
Well, I'll tell you this much. The Disco Inferno can dance, but Parka's got that Spanish style, you know? Like you should tie his shirt in a knot and hang around with Little Ricky, you know what I mean? Babaloo.
Parka, one of the most successful luchadors, and certainly the biggest luchador.
I wonder if that's a bass or a rhythm chair.
I'm sure it's a lead chair.
Only you'd know.
And he'll face the former cruiserweight champ. The man who was the J Crown champion, 9 titles he held at one time. The Ultimo Dragon. You know, the old cliche is pound for pound. We're pound for pound. You can't get any better in the Ultimo Dragon.
And you know that other old cliche?
No, what is it?
That's you only know one? Thought you knew more.
Okay, forget it. I'm not going here with you.
You frustrate me sometimes.
Oh, I do. I do. What do you think you do to me?
If you hadn't said those words, you wouldn't be in the trouble you're in today.
What are you talking about?
Keep saying, I do, I do. You shouldn't have.
The Ultimo Dragon, Parka, main event time here on Worldwide. Oh. Little karate balancing act.
Ultimo Dragon at one time held, what, 9 titles?
Didn't I just say that as he was walking out?
That's where I heard it. I thought I was just psycho. Psycho.
You are something right about that. You're psycho. And Parka, oh boy, hard, heavy hitting hands that time by Parka.
He likes to get down, don't he?
I guess he does. Into the corner. Running lariat.
They know each other well, these two.
Oh, yeah. You fans who've been following the sport know that Ultimo Dragon, even though he is from Japan, he resides in Mexico City. It was in Mexico where he made his name. He blocked the leg trip, sending Parka down. Into the corner, Dragon. There's his balancing maneuver. Sending, oh boy, he's so agile.
I thought it was going to be a drop kick.
I
mean, like you said, he's so agile, he's quick.
And he's putting on a great display for our fans here of what he's made of. Back body drop again. Down goes Parka very hard. Look at this. This could be the setup to those rapid-fire kicks of his.
Nah, I don't think so.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you were right.
Back leg front kicks, spin kick, a round kick, and a reverse kick to send the man down.
You know what he had for breakfast?
What?
Bowl of kicks.
Thank you. For adding nothing.
Oh! Oh!
Cross body over the top, but he hit hard as well. Out from the platform all the way to the solid floor here at the Worldwide Arena Universal Studios.
You know what I've noticed here, Tony? These luchadors take a lot of chances, don't they? A lot of suicide chances. Now I see the Americans here at WCW, they're starting to take the same chances. There'll be a lot of people in the hospital.
Well, they have certainly changed the style of wrestling. Parka with a great counter move. Oh, look at this. Trying to shove Ultimo Dragon, and he's going to pay for it. No, he's not either. He ran right over Ultimo Dragon with a running lariat now, and a cover.
And of all the luchadors, wouldn't you say that Parka's the biggest?
I said that earlier, too.
I am psychic.
No, you're a goof is what you are. Pick up. Could be a pile driver, and that's what it is. 1, 2. Amazingly, he gets out of it. How did he get out of that?
He rolled his shoulders.
Well, I know that, but
Well, that's where you heard it. You heard it from me now. So why are they yelling for him to drag him?
No, they're yelling the name Dragon. Dragon has an Ultimo Dragon almost beating. Why do I have to explain things to you, you lame brain?
You don't have to explain things to me. We have to explain them to the humanoids. That's why we're here. We're educators, Tony.
Paige going to get an education next Sunday. Hollywood Hogan. I think an education on both ends about what Sting is made of and about who his friends are in the NWO. 1, 2.
Could have had him. Oh, that will cost you big bucks.
We have seen $5,000 fines levied to different wrestlers. Scott Steiner in the forefront there by pushing and shoving referees.
I can't wait till the smoke clears and you hear Michael Buffer say, and the new heavyweight champion of the world. What's his name? Stinger. You know, Buffer forgets sometimes.
Buffer does?
Who?
I'm sorry, fans. I apologize for Heenan. Ducky low there was La Parka.
Thank you, Tony. I hate to do it myself.
You're sorry enough.
Thank you.
Back chop.
Lay on him. Lean on him. Keep him grounded.
Dragon may be in trouble here. I tell you. Oh, well, as soon as I said that, the Dragon comes in with a second win here. La Parka trying to battle him. Caught him in the sternum. Stunned La Parka. La Parka trying to battle him off. Look at this. But to no avail. Super Frankenstein. Oh, yeah, they love it.
You see him slide across that ring on his backside?
And the Dragon sleeper.
He's got him! He's got him good! Now take the mask off. Now let's see what he looks like.
I don't think he wants to do that. Being from Mexico City has respect for the wrestlers and their masks and their heritage, so he won't do that. You have
Okay, then he shouldn't take it off then. He should just rip the face part off. Or peek in. Let him peek in. Come here.
You have no respect for anyone, so...
I certainly do. There's going to be a lot of respect at the Cow Palace. Parka here drops him on the back of his neck. I thought he had him here. Reminds me of the Giant when I see that. Ultimo Dragon takes him off the top rope. Look at him slide across that ring. Now this is wrestling right here. He hooks him and then stands up with him. And then goes back down with him. And then they ring the bell. Your winner, the Dragon.
All right, for Bobby the Brain Heenan and Stagger Lee Marshall, we'll see you next week on Worldwide. It'll be Super Bowl weekend, fans. See you then. 1 week on Worldwide Wrestling. They'll all be with us, plus much, much more as we head to Bash at the Beach. Here's the Ultimo Dragon.
Yeah, I think he made a pretty good Ultimo decision when he dumped Sonny Ono, too.
There is no question that the stellar career of the Ultimo Dragon has really taken off since he walked out from underneath the guidance of the smothering Sonny Ono.
Well, at least he smothers you with the end.
I guess that's not a bad way to get smothered.
Worth more than $1 every day.
But they're standing, they're raising the roof here at Universal Studios, Florida, for the WCW World Television Champ, Booker T.
I tell you, it was a baptism of fire that brought Booker T back to the point of wearing the gold. He went through 7-match series with Chris Benoit, wrestled Benoit on the same night that he defeated tough man Vince Finley. It was not an easy way to get back on top for Booker T.
Booker T, of course, his brother Stevie Ray now back wrestling again with him. They've been a tag team. Well, Stevie Ray has had a couple of instances where his... hurt somebody, what Booker T said, where his fire and his vigor, Stevie Ray's have gotten the best of him and led to the team to a loss.
Could be a little jealousy there, too. I mean, all the success and notoriety And even a fan appreciation for Booker T's ability. I don't think Stevie Ray can compete with Booker T in terms of that. He's just not the same athlete Booker T is, and sometimes that can weigh on your psyche.
Back to the corner. And the referee calling the break and gets it from the television check.
Boy, this will be a good big man, little man matchup. Ultimo Dragon is going to have to use every bit of speed he can muster.
Side headlock, grinds it in. And now drops down to one knee for extra leverage that time. Ultimo will send him in. Runs right over him with a shoulder.
That's it. He's got power, Booker T, but he's also got size. He could probably move as fast and jump as high as the Ultimo Dragon, but he's got a lot more muscle. I feel sorry for the Dragon. Booker, be a tough man to wrestle. I don't care who you are.
Dragon certainly has had success on many continents, many countries around the world. Known internationally into a hammerlock.
I got it, baby.
A hammerlock, but don't stand too long in it.
Dragon also known as one of the most honorable men in our sport. Great drop toe hold. So quick as the Dragon. You talked about classic little man versus big man. Smaller man using the speed, keeping the man off balance.
Yeah, well, he used the speed. He got one good move in, but one good move does not a match make. Ultimo Dragon, instead of drop toe hold, had to keep on, stay on Booker T. This is the result of not following up with combination.
To the ropes we go again. He missed a clothesline. And he got him with a forearm shot at the top of the head. 1, 2.
He's getting too close.
You're not kidding, it is. Here comes the axe kick.
On target. Booker T again should be going for the pin. Not that, the pin.
Well, he didn't go for the pin. Forearm shot. And he clotheslined him. He clotheslined him against the rope. He could do it again.
He nailed the Dragon. I don't believe it. Booker T again using his size as his advantage, and he's got the movement. So does the Dragon.
Look at the Dragon firing back.
Oh, one for good measure.
Seemed to you that Booker T got a little bit too confident, too cocky there?
Well, could have been. Just outmaneuvered by the smaller man. Booker T's got to play the big man's game.
To the face. Now the Dragon working him over.
Right
What a
chin.
What a match.
I tell you, the little guys, if they can stay away from you for a while, they can, make the time limit, their friend. They won't get as tired. Booker T, great endurance, but still big men, hard to keep up with little men over a period of long time. So, Dragon right here, tie the man up, figure 4 along the head, and try to get your energy back, make Booker T fight out of the hold.
In addition, has the leg across the face. Cover. No, and 2. Uh-oh. Gets him up that body drop. Good move by Booker T. But the Dragon undaunted. Standing switch. Good reversal that time. Here comes the Asai moonsault, and got a 2 count.
Yeah, a little off center there, and again, didn't have enough pressure over Booker T. Easy for the big man to explode out of that cradle. Ultimo Dragon's got to be careful now here. He can't get too fancy against Booker T.
Handspring, back elbow, cover. Well, he hit Booker T. Booker T only a 1 count got out of that.
Yeah, trying to cradle up a man that's too big for him to cradle up. But you got to try something.
Up. Hey, Dragon Sleeper. I thought it was going to be it, but Booker T got the knee to the forehead.
Brought the knee up. Here you go. Here's another good little hold here. If he can hold on to the wrist. Booker, I think, is too strong for the Ultimo Dragon to try to go for that reverse surfboard type of hold.
pick up and kicks him down. Spins up.
How does he do that?
Oh! And the Harlem sidekick. Into the rope. And the sidewalk slam.
He's going up, and I tell you, he's a big man that makes it look easy, but Booker T just defies gravity.
Up and the missile drop kick. Hooks the leg. Put this one in the bank. What a program it was.
By one.
Booker T by 1, 2, 3. Gets the win. It's there.
Ultimo Dragon had a tough time keeping up with the size and mobility of Booker T. Look at this right here. Just dumped him. He was caught up to five. Gonna eat your heart out.
Tonight at 8, it's Conan the Series. Conan must outsmart a clever trap set by an evil wizard. Conan the Series begins tonight at 8. Now, stay tuned for Team Knight Rider, next, only on UPN 9.
The living legend Larry Zbyszko and Stagger Lee Marshall and Tony Schiavone. See you next week on Worldwide Wrestling.
Wayne Eddy in the building? Or Link Ray?
I don't know, but that's an awful catchy tune, isn't it?
I'm liking it. Some of that old rock and roll guitar. Well, they might not be in the building, but Bart Sawyer is. And if you're thinking he looks a little bit like our commissioner, Roddy Piper, well, it's not accidental. Mike, you've got the details on that.
Well, Bart Sawyer is a young man from the Pacific Northwest, much as our commissioner, Roddy Piper. And I can tell you that as Bart Sawyer was growing up in the Pacific Northwest area, he idolized Roddy Piper. Almost to the point where you hold a conversation with Bart Sawyer and you close your eyes, you might think you're talking to Piper.
Really?
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And he likes to wear a similar ring attire, similar moves in the ring, almost as a credit or a tribute to Roddy Piper.
Got the old hot rod haircut going on. When he takes his jacket off, if he has got the same ring attire that he has as we've seen in the past, he's wearing Roddy's colors, basically.
Very similar look, but the only difference being the overall size between the two. I guess he's not wearing the Piper colors today, the more basic black outfit for Bart Sawyer. But nonetheless, you might call him the Roddy Piper of the cruiserweights when it comes to size, style, and looks. But boy, is he in tough today, because the Ultimo Dragon is the opponent for Bart Sawyer, and we've talked about Dragon through the course of the past year or two here in WCW. His list of accomplishments almost unparalleled in the world of the cruiserweights.
Yeah, Bart Sawyer may come from Portland, but you're right. Ultimo Dragon's got a resume as thick as the Portland phone book. Every title that he's won, and he has won so many. And if Sawyer's looking to make an impact on the cruiserweight division, he sure picked the short straw today on the pro, because they don't get any tougher than Dragon. Whoa, wow, what a move.
Tremendous back sweep by Dragon. Takes Sawyer down. He's got him dazed and sends him face first into that top turnbuckle. Smart offense by Dragon. Now going to follow up in the corner. Sawyer was ready for him. Unreal agility with that headstand.
Phenomenal. Just phenomenal.
Sawyer, critical error, not turning around.
Ultimo Dragon showing Sawyer just about everything. The kicks, the takedowns, the snaps. There you see Snapmare takeover. Right across the forehead.
You factor in the Dragon sleeper that he brings to the ring, and Dragon can beat you in so many different ways. Nice little twist. That's a great way to pick up cauliflower ears.
It is indeed. My favorite move by the Dragon, and perhaps we'll see it today, is the Asahi moonsault. Good move, however, by Sawyer.
Excellent recovery by Bart Sawyer. Able to stop in his tracks, takes Dragon by the mask, just drives him head first to the mat. And Sawyer now with his opportunity to follow up the advantage.
The fans here at the Pro obviously not liking that move, but let's give credit where credit's due for the near.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Went for the Russian leg sweep, immediately a float over into a pinning attempt. No wasted motion or movement. Right to the point. Straight ahead offense from Bart Sawyer.
Fans here yelling Dragon, Dragon, but so far Bart Sawyer looking very, very good.
Knife edge chop, but not as much effect with that knife edge chop on Dragon as you would other wrestlers because of that covering that he has over the top of his chest. There's a backdrop suplex.
Well, Sawyer with a repertoire as well. But,
he's very experienced. Bart Sawyer knows all the moves.
he is really showing us a great deal today on the Pro. I mean, to say that he is a throwback to Roddy Piper, I mean, let's be honest. Roddy, certainly one of the toughest men in this sport, but Roddy really didn't have a repertoire of great wrestling moves.
Piper just outsmarted you.
Exactly.
Beat you with his guile.
Yep. Whoa.
Right to the backdrop. Dragon immediately up to his feet. Unloads with the chops. There's your wish, lady.
There it is. The Acai moonsault.
No.
And he kicked out.
He has two variations of that move, and I think the other one is even more spectacular. When he's outside the ring, there's that cartwheel. Tried for the back elbow in the corner. Bart Sawyer, one step ahead of him, able to move out of the way. Follows up with the scoop slam.
That backspring, you really need eyes in the back of your head. And I think Dragon thought Sawyer was a little more dazed and confused than he was. Billy Silverman, he's telling Sawyer to get down. Well, all right, not a problem. Little assist, however, by Ultimo Dragon.
Where do you go from here, Bart Sawyer?
Yeah, well, Bart comes from the great Northwest, but he took that one right in the great Southwest.
And he brings him back into the ring with the suplex. I think Dragon, the back of his head, made contact with the canvas as well. He's a little bit dazed.
I think the wrestlers, especially those that use the high-risk maneuvers, they know going in that in order to dish out the punishment, they're going to have to take it as well. Standing switch, reversal by Dragon, elbow now by Sawyer. Here comes Sawyer. There's the Dragon sleeper.
Actually, just has him hooked in a base.
Get him down.
He's got him in the basic sleeper there.
There we go.
Now he's got the Dragon hooked. Bart Sawyer, he tapped.
That's it.
Smart move on the part of Bart Sawyer. Awfully good effort by the young man from the Pacific Northwest. But the overall experience edge of the Dragon and his repertoire of so many different styles proves the difference.
Really a tremendous matchup between Bart Sawyer and Ultimo Dragon. We're going to have another look at it. It is indeed our Snickers replay. My favorite candy bar, man. I'd love to throw them into the freezer and munch on them while I'm watching great action.
Bart Sawyer with the thought was a back body drop, lifting Dragon up. Dragon able to maintain the balance, catching Sawyer off the headstand. And here you see Dragon head to the rope. His namesake move, the Acai moonsault, that one back into the ring. And then brings Bart Sawyer back in with a suplex. And that led to the finishing submission hold. The Dragon sleeper, there it is, hooked on. You see Bart Sawyer tapping out.
Man, this is a great weekend of wrestling. We are just so pleased to be part of it.
Welcome, everyone, to WCW Worldwide Wrestling. Tony Schiavone and the living legend, Larry Zbyszko. Well, we are into the month of August in 1998, and that means that Road Wild is just around the corner. We'll be talking a lot about that, but right now, our opening match is going to have a young man from Japan who's making his debut, Saito, here on WCW Worldwide, living legend.
You know, his famous name this man is carrying, although there's no relation. Masa Saito was a terror along the Far East. I wrestled the man for the World Championship in the first Tokyo Dome ever in front of 70,000 people. And this man carries a very big name, same name, and we'll see if he has the same ability. Masa Saito wrestled for the Olympics for Japan years ago. There's one big pair of shoes to fill for a young Japanese kid with the same name.
Fans, during the course of this program, as you see the appearance of the Ultimo Dragon, during the course of this program, we are going to show you what went down recently on an edition of WCW Monday Nitro. where NWO Hollywood took charge. Won the World Tag Team Championship, the Giant and Scott Hall did. Won the U.S. Heavyweight title, Bret the Hitman Hart did on a night. And also show you how Buff Bagwell pulled a fast one over everyone, including Rick Steiner. It was a night for NWO Hollywood to really shine, living legends.
Well, again, the NWO is stooping to no lows. I mean, even Bagwell, I'd like to slap him. I even felt sorry for the kid. I mean, he got me, and that's not easy.
You're not kidding, that's not easy. Go behind here by Ultimo Dragon, front Chancery, and Saito comes away with that one into a full-arm Dragon twist. We're not making light of the injury to Buff Bagwell, which was legit, it was serious, but Bagwell has bounced back from it even better than we originally thought.
It was a very serious injury. I mean, he was almost paralyzed, and the fact that he would use an injury of that nature to fool Rick Steiner and the entire world, I mean, shows that the NWO is thinking, but they are thinking low, and they will take every shortcut in the book. They will stab anybody in the back.
Yeah, there's nothing too low for NWO Hollywood. The black to the white. Drop toe, walking over the top of the head. Watch out, cross body. Into the shoulder, handspring, and it caught him with a back elbow to the hamstring.
Got him, Ultimo Dragon has got, oh, he put the brakes on. Thought he was almost going to give him a clothesline.
But he did not give him a clothesline.
I know he didn't.
Down on the floor, Saito trying to think one step ahead of Ultimo Dragon.
Well, that is a hard thing to do. Ultimo Dragon, experienced. Oh, he telegraphed that one.
Ducked his head, using the hood, using that mask, and pulling the man back down to the mat. Look at Saito here with a vengeance.
Well, he better have a vengeance. Ultimo Dragon, tough man to beat. He's got him on the net. That takes away the movement. Don't stand there, kid. You'll never live up to a famous name.
Scoop slam. Saito now. Up. Springboard. Missile drop kick and a great move. 1.
2.5. Ultimo Dragon just squirmed out of that one.
He'll send the Dragon in. Deep arm drag takedown. Into a cross arm breaker.
Yeah, he's got that nice execution. It should be a little higher up on that elbow with it. He's too close to the wrist, see?
Now, ladies and gentlemen, next Saturday, what a night it's going to be. What a day it's going to be in Sturgis, South Dakota for WCW at Road Wild, including a concert from Travis Tritt, all in the same night. And it's available only on pay-per-view. We'll be talking about it during the course of this program. Back chop by Ultimo Dragon, front chop, knee lifts here, repeated.
Oh, right in the mush!
And then a spin kick to put the man down. Ultimo Dragon picks him up.
Oh!
Brainbuster dropped him down. Oh, my!
One for good measure.
And now, the Dragon Sleeper. That means this match is over.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Saito.
The Ultimo Dragon with the dreaded Dragon Sleeper in the opening round. Fundamentally sound and mechanically as sound as you'll ever find.
What he said.
Whatever it was, it's a 1-800-collect replay.
But I just Saito, a little young and inexperienced, not nothing like the Master Masa was, but I think that was the shot. That was just clean on the chinny chin, and the Dragon hooked him for the win-win-win.
1-800-COLLECT is the way we call collect today. We take you now to Stagger Lee Marshall with his interview on Worldwide.
All right, here's a look at next week's program. WCW Worldwide Wrestling presents Luchador Atlantis making his debut.
Atlantis has risen from the sea. Gentlemen, Chris Adams from England.
And it's going to be Clothesline-O-Mania. Public Enemy next week on Worldwide Wrestling.
Oh, we're hitting the over.
You're not kidding. Bringing out the table and everything next week. You can better believe when they're in the house, there's a lot of things going down.
Through tables, walls, kitchen sinks.
Not kidding. Ultimo Dragon here.
It's going to be a good matchup, Larry. Ultimo Dragon and Rey Mysterio Jr. know each other quite well.
Not bad entrance, dude.
I like
it. The blood going. You know, Rey Mysterio's going to come out. Maybe the smallest wrestler, but the biggest daredevil of them all.
Rey Mysterio Jr. can do literally anything in this sport. I mean, here's a guy who's taken on everyone. Big men, small men, cruiserweights, heavyweights. I really think Rey Mysterio Jr., if the scenario was right, could have the world title around his waist. That's how good he is.
That guy's happy. He's having fun.
Of course, as long as Goldberg has the world title, I'm not so sure if anyone's going to win it from him.
We're raising a different league. But I tell you, for the cruiserweights, pound for pound, Rey Mysterio is probably the biggest of them all.
Boy, the definition you can see on Rey Mysterio as well. Look at that upper body. He has certainly put in a lot of time in the gym. Diligent.
Well, he's got to use
workout regimen.
Yeah, he's got to use different, sources of, power. And for Rey Mysterio, comes in the form of endurance and speed and the ability to squirm out of predicaments where, big men can't. And he does it well.
Wristlock takedown, and boy, that's a great strategy. Keep Rey Mysterio Jr. on the mat.
Actually, both these guys, they both can fly, so this is going to be a great game of human chess.
Now the full-arm dragon twist now to keep Mysterio down on one knee. Do not forget, one more time, who will Goldberg's opponent be for Halloween Havoc? We're going to tell you next week on Worldwide here.
We're going to make you suffer this week.
Looks like Rey Mysterio's suffering right now.
Well, the Dragon knows I put the pressure on that shoulder. I'm surprised he left it up so easy. Not a hold you can beat somebody with, so the Dragon let him out of it. He wants to move around and try to get close to his shoulders. Oh, that's that head out.
That's what we really thought going into this matchup, that both men would try to wrestle and try to combat the other. And so far, what we thought would be a stalemate has happened here. Now, Rey, watch out here. Into the ropes, down low. Sends him in. Boy, Rey, so agile.
But he can fit between those ropes.
Sends him in. Back body drop. Whoa. Ducked out. Boy, the quickness coming through from both men here.
I'm saying, for that human game of chess, what an even matchup we have here. It's fun to watch. See who makes the first mistake. That's what I like to do.
Yeah, that's a very good point. A lot of times, two evenly matched men. Two men who are fine, top-notch, top-drawer, top-shelf athletes. Cross-arm breaker here. They'll come down to a mistake. One mistake, and that could turn it all around. Cross-arm breaker still applied.
Well, he's going to keep him in there. You don't want the Dragon to go flying around and conversely. Oh, he's going to sit down and small the back. There's a nice hold right there, but he may be too close to the rope. I can't tell from here.
Half grab out of that cross-arm breaker. That was a sensational escape from a cross-arm breaker by Ultimo Dragon.
These guys almost to the point of being extra cautious here. Neither one wants to make the first mistake.
Foot to the side of the head, and Dragon focusing on the leg, keeping Mysterio grounded here.
And he keeps that elbow by the knee right below it, picking up on the ankle, gives him all the leverage, but Rey's trying to pull back up underneath the nose, very painful. Can't reach it now. Keep your head out of the way.
Three-quarter Nelson to a snapmare takeover. And Dragon content here with just keeping him down on the mat.
Well, he's not making mistakes, and that's his game plan.
Textbook strategy applied by Ultimo Dragon. Scoop slam, lateral press. Two! He almost pinned him. How about that one?
I tell you, Mysterio's got the ability to squirm out of positions like a snake.
And you can see how the Dragon vainly trying to keep the man on the mat, but he could not.
He's trying to hold on to that same arm, weaken it, maintain control of Rey, but Rey's busted loose. That's what Mysterio needs. He needs the room to fly and move in.
Dragon sends him into a corner. Kicks it. Hooks it. Suplexes him.
Yeah, nice snap, too.
With authority, like every move we see from Ultimo Dragon. With authority. In he goes. He missed a clothesline. He missed another. Oh, my!
I don't believe he missed those.
Head scissors. Head scissors. Two missing the clothesline. You talked about mistakes. That could have been the mistake right there.
Right now, it's down to the wire.
It can go either way.
See, Rey's letting loose now.
Rey Mysterio. Oh, the Dragon broke loose from that. Now the Dragon. Send him into the corner. They both lost a lot of steam here, Larry. They both slowed down a great deal.
The time will take its toll on your body, and Rey, got that shoulder up. Dragon didn't hold it down.
Watch out now. Reversal. Rey went in, but he caught him with a knee. Picks him up.
Oh, what a move. Just held right onto him.
He's going to go up top. Frankenstein with the top rope. The top side spin. 1, 2, 3. He finished.
He got him. I think Rey just outsmarted himself.
How about that? What a move and what a win by Ultimo Dragon on WCW Worldwide Wrestling. Next week, an update on Halloween Havoc coming up on the 20th.
Well, fans of the TV, like your wrestling fast and serious, you are going to love this match. Iron Mike, this is one of those great student versus teacher matches. Here's the student, Tokyo Magnum, and his teacher, the sensei, one of the great international superstars. He's about ready to make his way into the worldwide arena.
Well, this is another matchup that features the cruiserweight stars of World Championship Wrestling. As we see Tokyo Magnum, you're right, he is the student. And here comes his mentor. The story has been well documented. The career of Ultimo Dragon originated in Japan, where he attended the New Japan Pro Wrestling Training School. But because he was turned down for a job with New Japan Pro Wrestling, he ventured off to Mexico City, where he made a name for himself, becoming one of the top internationally recognized cruiserweight stars in the world. And today, he lives in Mexico City. He has a training school in Mexico, and Tokyo Magnum is one of the fine students from that dojo at Arena Naucalpan, just outside Mexico City.
I've got a suspicion that an Ultimo Dragon dojo in Mexico City, he does not teach any kind of dancing. But you look at Tokyo Magnum, it's very, very obvious, Mike, that he absolutely idolizes Alex Wright.
And of course has a connection with not only Alex Wright, but also Disco Inferno. You factor in the dancing that he brings to the ring. He can certainly back it up, however, with his performance in the ring. And also, if you think about it, he may be the most charismatic wrestler ever to come out of Japan to come to the United States.
Oh, he certainly is. He brings not only a lot of charisma, but he brings the skills he picked up at Ultimo Dragon Dojo. But is this one of those situations where Dragon said, I taught you everything you know, I just didn't teach you everything I know?
One would expect that. We'll see as the match unfolds just how much Tokyo Magnum has advanced. Dragon plants on the abdominal stretch. Great ring positioning. Perfect placement. Tokyo Magnum going to try and fight for the ropes, I'm sure, at this point. Actually, now Dragon breaks it and goes back. Look at him apply that Cobra type move and into the snap over into that nail.
One for the submission out of the abdominal stretch, and now
punctuating his mastery thus far over the student. A couple of boots right between the shoulder blades.
Dragon, of course, recognized as one of the top cruiserweights around the world. All the championship belts that he has held, emblematic of titles with New Japan Pro Wrestling, as well as with World Championship Wrestling, where, of course, he was the WCW World Cruiserweight Champion.
We talk about how it is one of those student versus teacher matches. And I'm wondering what's going through the mind of Dragon. Obviously, he wants to win this match, but he also wants his young charge, his student, to do well, just not at his expense.
Half crab. Dragon steps over. Submission hold applied. Tokyo Magnum fighting it off. Now trying to reach for the ropes and make contact with that bottom strand. And gets the safety of the rope break.
Dragon, even though he is in there with his student, not giving Tokyo Magnum any kind of break at all, as is obvious by that shot in the pectoral area. Dragon coming after him again. Oh, what tremendous balance. This guy's like a human gyroscope.
Look at the agility. Oh, too much showboating. And then he just walks right up the back.
Tokyo Magnum starting to fire on Dragon, figuring well, he's been shown up pretty well thus far by the teacher. It's time for the student to shine a bit. Goes for the cover here, Mike, too.
He hit the Frankensteiner off the top rope, brought him back into the ring, only able to gain a 2 count.
Wow. See what he can do with this. He nailed him by 2. But no.
Huracan Rana that time attempted by Tokyo Magnum. Only a 2 count. Dragon again able to kick out.
Using the vault off the second rope to go into the Huracan Rana and dropping Dragon right on the top of his head. Not a lot of technical wrestling here. That's just the old foot stomp into the midsection. Nice escape by Dragon. And here's the flurry of feet.
The succession of kicks to the back, to the front. Down goes Tokyo Magnum. Now, can Dragon take advantage? There it is. Got him hooked with the sleeper. No, there goes the Dragon sleeper. That's his trademark move. What impressive outing for Ultimo Dragon as he scores the victory over his student Tokyo Magnum. Teacher wins out.
That's impressive, obviously. Ultimo Dragon, he wants his student to do well. He just doesn't want him to do well at his own expense. What a pretty good win for Ultimo Dragon. Let's have another look at it right here, Iron Mike.
Sensational balance exhibited by the Dragon with a headstand in the corner. Runs right up the back of Tokyo Magnum. Hooks him on first with the basic sleeper. He's able to twist it over, applies the Dragon sleeper, the tap out submission win for Ultimo Dragon.
And guys, this replay brought to you by Glover Games for Nintendo 64. And you know, you gotta love the glove.